Point 1. Living above your means. Title: The Silent Trap of Lifestyle Pressure. Real life impact. They begin the month hopeful and end it in panic. Debt becomes normal. Mental stress increases. They can't save or invest. Opportunities pass because they're always financially stuck. Scriptural insight. Proverbs 21:17 NLT. Those who love pleasure become poor. Those who love wine and luxury will never be rich. This verse shows us that an unchecked desire for comfort or luxury leads to poverty. There's nothing wrong with enjoying life, but doing so beyond your financial level creates bondage. Luke 14:28 KJV. For which of you, intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counteth the cost? This reminds us to plan our spending, to count the cost before committing to things. Open Book 1 Timothy 6:6 NIV. But godliness with contentment is great gain. Here lies the secret: contentment. When you're content, you're not pressured. You know you're not in competition with anyone. Checkmark. How to avoid this trap. 1. Make a budget and live within it. Don't let lifestyle trends dictate your spending. Point 2. Avoid impulse buying. Give yourself 24 hours before buying non-essentials. Point 2. Neglecting savings and emergency funds. Title: When the rain falls without warning. Many people go through life like the weather will always be sunny, spending every naira as it comes, assuming tomorrow will take care of itself. But life doesn't always give warnings. Jobs are lost. Phones get stolen. Health fails. Rent increases. Families call for help. And when that moment comes, those without savings find themselves at the mercy of panic and borrowing. It's not that they don't earn money. It's that they didn't save when they had the chance. They always thought, I'll save next month. Or, my money is too small to save. But small money left consistently untouched grows silently. 3. Unfollow people or pages that make you feel inadequate. Peace is more valuable than likes. Point 4. Build contentment and gratitude. Focus on what you have, not what others display. Point 5. Seek God for wisdom. Pray for discipline. God gives wisdom freely. James 1:5. Final thought. Living within your means is not being poor, it's being wise. A life of peace, financial discipline, and contentment is far richer than one filled with debt and empty appearances. Let the second half of your year be one of intentional financial wisdom. Number 2. Mistakes we make. Real-life impact. In times of emergency, they beg or borrow in shame. Stress increases because of unplanned pressure. They take bad loans and fall into financial traps. Opportunities like business ideas or school chances pass them by, all because there's no backup plan. Scriptural insight. Proverbs 6:6-8 NIV. Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Ants prepare during harvest for the season of need. The lesson here is wisdom and preparation. Save while you still can. Proverbs 21:20 NLT. The wise have wealth and luxury, but fools spend whatever they get. This is direct. Fools consume all. The wise preserve some. Genesis 41:34-36. Joseph advised Pharaoh to save during the 7 years of plenty so Egypt would survive the famine. In the same way, your salary season may not last forever. You need savings for when the unexpected comes. Checkmark. How to avoid this trap. Start small, but start now. Even $500 weekly is better than nothing. Create a separate savings account or app. Out of sight, out of temptation. Treat savings as a bill. Pay yourself first. Don't wait to save what's left over. Set up an emergency fund goal, e.g., 3 to 6 months of basic expenses. Avoid touching your savings unless it's an emergency or investment. Ask God for discipline and grace to plan. James 1:5 If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God. Saving requires wisdom and self-control, both come from God when you ask. Final thought. The rain always comes, but savings is your umbrella. Don't wait till crisis hits before you prepare. Build now, save now, plan now. Even God respects preparation. Let the second half of your year be one of intentional saving, emergency planning, and financial rest. Point 3. Ignoring debt or mismanaging loans. Title: The weight you cannot see, the trap of mismanaged debt. Debt is not always loud. It doesn't always come with chains or prison gates, but its effects are heavy, and the damage is slow and silent. Many people enter debt with good intentions. Let me just borrow a little to balance my rent. I'll pay back once that alert drops. I need to look fresh, after all, I'll get paid at month end. Narration on. But before long, they are borrowing to repay borrowed money, stuck in a circle that drains peace, joy, and progress. Some even borrow to impress others: weddings, phones, clothes, cars, buying things that lose value, with money they don't have, to impress people who don't even care. Over time, they lose sleep, they lose peace, they start hiding from calls and messages. Their monthly salary is no longer for living, it's for paying back debt that's never ending. This is the reality of mismanaged loans and the trap of ignoring debt. Real life impact. Salary comes, but they're left with nothing after repaying debts. They can't save or invest because they're still settling yesterday's bills. Mental health is affected: anxiety, depression, shame. Relationships break, trust is lost when they can't repay friends or family. Spiritually, many feel unworthy or ashamed to come before God. Fire scriptural insight. Open book Proverbs 22:7 KJV. The rich ruleth over the poor, and the borrower is servant to the lender. This is not just economics, it's spiritual truth. Borrowing puts you in servanthood. The borrower loses freedom and control. Open book Romans 13:8 Niv. Let no debt remain outstanding, except the continuing debt to love one another. God desires his children to live free from the weight of unpaid debt. Open book 2 Kings 4:1-7 The widow cried out to Elisha because her husband died with debt, and the creditors came to take her sons as slaves. Debt doesn't just affect you, it can affect your family and future generations. How to avoid or overcome this trap. 1. Avoid unnecessary borrowing. Don't borrow for lifestyle. If you can't afford it now, it's not yet time. Ask yourself, will this thing increase my income? If not, think twice. Point 2. Pay back what you owe, even in bits. Start somewhere. Even small consistent payments matter. Open book Ecclesiastes 5:4 When you make a vow to God, do not delay to fulfill it. This applies to people. 2.3. Avoid borrowing to pay debt. That's a financial trap. Seek help, renegotiate terms, or cut off expenses to save and pay. Point 4. Sell unnecessary things to clear debts. It's better to live free and simple than fancy and in bondage. Point 5. Ask God for wisdom and favor. Favor can open doors of provision. Wisdom helps you manage well. Open book James 1:5 If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God. 6. Create a payment plan. List all you owe. Prioritize the ones with interest. Set monthly targets. Don't ignore them. Point 7. Seek counsel. Meet a financial mentor, a trusted church elder, or someone skilled in budgeting. Humility brings help. Final thought. Debt is not a sin, but slavery to it is a trap. God desires his children to live free, financially, emotionally, spiritually. The second half of this year is not the time to ignore your debts or take careless loans. It's time to face it, fix it, and walk in financial freedom. Open book John 8:36 If the Son therefore shall make you free, ye shall be free indeed. Let that freedom also reflect in your finances. Break free from the chain of debt, through discipline, planning, humility, and grace. Thank you for watching this video till end. Do well to pray alone, and we trust God for a miracle in your life to life debt and anxiety free. Subscribe if you haven't. God bless you.